that is a sannyasi. The first verse of the 6th chapter says it beautifully. Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti yaha. Without depending upon the fruit of the action, anybody who does what he or she ought to do in life, he automatically gets to the state of a sannyasi. He gets to the state of realization, mukti, kaivalya mukti. So, question you may ask is, why not go through heaven and then enjoy it and go there? You're wasting time unnecessarily. What they tell us is, there are 4 ages, 4 stages in the development of humanity. That is Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga and Kali Yuga. All these 4 yugas put together makes one Mahayuga or one Chatur Yuga, and that consists of 4.32 million years. Right? This 4.32 million years, 1,000 of them make one day of Brahma. One day of Brahma consists of 1,000 Mahayugas. Means if you are a quick calculator, it's 4.32 billion years. And one night of Brahma is another 4.32 billion years. That makes it one day. Multiply that by 30, multiply that by 12, multiply that by lifespan of Lord Brahma is supposed to be 100 years, and that is your existence in heaven. That's your enjoyment in heaven. But even this is finite. It may be an astronomical figure. I haven't calculated it. It's astronomical, but it is still finite. The person who settles for Kaivalya Mukti says, why not get infinite when it's available to you here and now? This is the promise by all spiritual masters through the ages. You can get it here and now. Why must you settle for heaven? So what do you need to do? You need to do what is known as, what you call in the worldly sense as portfolio management. Manage your resources. And to manage your resources, the first thing that you need to do is identify your Swadharma. What is your core interest? Swadharma is a field of activity that is in line with your prarabdha vasanas which have propelled you into this embodiment. If you remember what we did earlier. If you identify your Swadharma like that, and then within the area of your Swadharma, fix a higher goal and act dynamically towards that goal, what you call as 3 Ds to Mukti. And these 3 Ds to Mukti are, with your physical body, with actions, perform dedicated actions towards that higher goal. Dedication is something that is amazing. We have, as you must have seen, we have a young bunch of volunteers, and one of those volunteers once packed a set of cassettes to be sent to Bangalore. An ordinary thing. How many of us, all of us can do that. But by the time that parcel of cassettes reached Bangalore, I got an email from the recipient of the cassettes. He says, I'm 65 years old and in my entire life I haven't seen a parcel that has been so well packed. This is dedication. Any action you do with dedication will be done to perfection. And people around will be stunned. So how come such extraordinary work has been done? What is so extraordinary about packing cassettes? What is so impressive about it? Yes, that man got impressed with it. This is dedication. The second is devotion. Devotion again results in performing perfect actions. What you do, if you do it for yourself, you'll be bored, you'll consider it a drudgery, and you won't do it well. But what you do, however small it may be, however insignificant it may be, if you do it for God, you'll do it to perfection. And if every action of yours, whether it is at work, at home, with your children, with your spouses, wherever that you go, if you consider it that you're doing it for God, not for me, not for the other person, but for God, every action of yours will be stunning. Everyone will be stunned into silence. And the third is discrimination. discrimination. Knowledge is not just knowledge of the world, it's the ability to understand that you can't take anything with you. You know, there was a stingy lawyer who made pots of money, and he ended up with a terminal disease. So he wanted to prove this statement wrong, that you can't take it with you. So he told his wife, go to my bank, take out all the money from the bank and stash it in 2 pillow covers. And then says, go to the attic just above where I am, so that on my way to heaven, I'll take it along with me. And the man died. 6 months later, the wife went up to the attic to clear it up, and she saw the pillow still there, stashed with cash. So then she said, how come this man, he never let go of anything? How come this money was left behind? Then it occurred to her, I should have put it in the basement, because on his way to hell, he would have taken it with him. You can't take it with you. What is it that you take with you after death? Please think and invest there, because death can happen to us anytime. I'm not trying to frighten you, but it can happen to us anytime. It's like a bomb ticking. You have no idea when your time is going to be up. When how the timer has been set, you don't know. Who set the timer? This 1 hour has been a total waste. Your own prarabdha vasanas. The point is, you don't know it. So the collateral benefits of this 3D mukti is siddhi, success, prosperity in the world while you are living. Firstly, when you perform action, emotion and thinking like this, you get to the state of realization. But while you are here, prior to that, you will be extremely successful and prosperous, siddhim, and you will be very, very happy, sukham. So it's a win-win situation all the way. And Krishna tells Arjuna and all of us, why on earth do you want to perform action selfishly? Why on earth do you want to inculcate hatred in your hearts? Why do you want to get further embroiled in the world? So therefore, the Gurus, today we are here to celebrate Guru Purnima. The Guru's blessing to us is in the 31st verse of Bhaja Govindam, Shankaracharya. And he says, Guru charanambuja nirbhara bhaktaha samsarad chirad bhava muktaha sendriya manasa niyamadevam drakshasi nijarudayastham devam. This is the Guru's blessing to us. He says, may you soon be freed from this samsara. Samsara means repeated birth and death, by devotion to the Guru's lotus feet, by control of the senses and mind. You will soon see the Lord seated in your own heart. And when you hear this blessing, you are inspired to take a pledge, and that pledge is the first verse of Bhaja Govindam. We end with that. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate. Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati dumrum karane. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam.